Good morning, class. Today we will see the next two representations of the graph. In yesterday's class, we discussed adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix means we specify these nodes, that is, there's a graph in a square matrix format, means the rows and columns what we are specifying will be the nodes on, that is, rows and columns what we are specifying will be the nodes only. And if there is a edge, if there is an edge, we will indicate it as a 1. If not, we can specify it as a 0. Coming to the next one, adjacency list. We know that the list representation is using pointers and also it stores the value. So the pointers what we are using will be the indications for the next value what we are using. If you remember the sparse matrix representation, in that also we used list like representation to process or to store the data of that. So here, like that only, we are using the list presentation. So what we have to do here is, there we are storing the data of your matrix. Here we will store the whether it is having an edge. We need to indicate there is a edge to which it is been transmitting has to be stored in that data. Means if there is an edge between 1 and 2, what we will do, from the 1 there is a edge to that vertex 2 has to be specified here. And in this what we are doing, we are taking row and column notation as like in the adjacency matrix only. There are multiple types of the representations will be used. If there is a connection, what we are doing is we are plotting them in a row. We are plotting them in a row. So here, if there is a connection if there is an edge present to the nodes here, what we do, we will represent it as a pointer to be taken for the next list what we are having. If you see the first one, so this is a complete graph. This complete graph is having 4 nodes, and the 4 nodes are being, each and every node has connected to the remaining one. And coming to this list representation, this is the vertex or the node what we are considering. We will plot the lists whether it has a connection. If not, simply specify it as a null, indicate it as a null. Okay, since it is a complete graph, then each and every vertex will be connected to the other vertices there. So we need to represent all the values here. So in an ascending order it has been arranged. So 1, 1, 2, 2. If there is another link is there or edge is there, then you will specify it as there is a pointer to this next link, that is next vertex here, and then next vertex. If it is ended, if there is no value for that one, so what happens here, it specifies it as a null. And coming to here, if it is having a self loop also, if it is having self loop, we will means indicate this value in front of this 0. And if it is 1 is having a self loop, after 0 we will write the 1 here. And coming to the next graph, here it is a directed graph. These two examples what we are using is a undirected one, and both are the graph which are being isolated. They are connected to two different graphs. They are being isolated to each other. And coming to this representation, here we are having 3 nodes. 3 nodes has been plotted, and try to get the edges of that each and every vertex. So the first vertex is a 0. See whether there exists a outlink is outlink is there or not. So there is a link from 0 to 1. So indicate that link here, and then another link is there not? See, there is no other link here. Then indicate here that is a null. That is the end of the edges here. And coming to the next one, 1. 1 is having 1 in link and 2 outlinks, 0 and 2. So what we have to do? We need to consider it is having the 2 links and we need to plot the 2 links here. First one is 0 and then second one is 2 and there is no other link here. Then write it as a null. And coming to the node 2, node 2 is having a in link from 1 but there is no any outlink from 2. So since it is having it is not having any edges to the another vertex, what it is specified here is this. There is a value, means there is a node here, but that node is not having any output, that is outlinks here. So that's why what you have to do, we need to specify it as a null. Okay. And coming to the next representation, this one we are using 2 different graphs, graphs here, and which are isolated. How many elements are there? How many nodes are there? We are having 8 nodes. Plot these 8 nodes here. See whether connection is there or not. Here in this one, we need to see whether there is an edge lies between these nodes or not here. But in this 2 representations, what happens here? If there is an edge, if there is an edge lies between any 2 nodes, we need to represent it as a twice. Remember this, ma? We need to represent it as a twice here. So how many links will be there? As I said in the earlier session, if you are having 4 edges or the 4 links in our graph, then we need to specify the number of edges as a double of that one. Double of that one means how many edges are there? 4 edges are there. How many representations has been done? How many edges has been considered here? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So we plotted 0 to 1 and 0 to 2. Yes, na? And again what we are doing, this link or this edge what we are using again has been stored in this list. 1, 0. 0 to 2. We stored it in again, which it is for the node 2. That is a vertex 2. 2 to 0. Likewise, we are repeating. So here, how many edges are there? We are having 3 edges. These 3 edges what we are used will be specified as a double of that one. So how many edges will be there? How many list elements will be there here? The list elements here will be 6. Okay. So double of that one will be represented. And coming to the operations we are having on these adjacency list here is, if we want to know the degree of that vertex, we can easily know that one. How we can get the value here is, how many edges are there? How many edges are there? It has been connected. Simply we will get the information by seeing this list here. Okay. So here there is 3 and it is 3. Here it is 1. Here it is 2. Likewise, we will easily get the information of that node what we are having for the operation, that is a degree. And coming to the number of edges in a graph. How many edges are there? No need to go for the any graph here. Just consider only the list representation. I want to know about this graph G3 has been considered. I want to know about the whether there are edges to the second node or not. So here, since it is a directed graph, here in this list notation, we are specifying outlinks only, not inlinks. So here, what you have to do, how many elements are the to how many nodes it is being connected means it didn't connected to any node here. What are the edges of this node 2 is? Simply it is 0. So this is null. Null factor is specifying to the outlinks, not the inlinks here. In this example, I want to know about the links, what it is we are having for fourth vertex. So the fourth vertex is consist of one edge or one link, which is connected to 5. And if you want to know to which node it is connected to, if you want to an edge also, what I have to do, we need to take care of this list here. So go to the list and get the idea of the edges, what it is having. So if you are taking 0, 1 and 2, so I want to get an edge for this 0 and 3. Is there is a possibility or not? Yes, it is a possibility. Why? Because why? How we are telling that one? It doesn't have any node or that is edge connection between 3 here. Why? Because it is having only 1 and 2, and the last one is specified as a null. So there is no connection. If I want to provide a connection from 1 and 2, simply draw this thing. So before drawing this thing, what we have to do, we need to check there lies a connectivity, means there is a edge or not. So check for the 1 or check for the 2 also. 1 or 2 in the directed graph, undirected graph. If you check for the 1 or 2, then there is no any problem here. So here 1 or 2 won't allow you to, means it won't specify that it is accessing the second edge. So here, if you want to add an edge to that one, it allows you, simply allows you. Likewise here also, you want to add this one. And then next you want to add this 7 also. Simply what it is providing, it providing us to check whether there is a connection, whether there is a link between these edges or not. So if there is no such link, what happens here? We easily add these edges to the remaining one. Okay. So that is a one simple advantage here. And coming to the next one. So here, the next operation is out degree. Out degree here is, the first one is number of edges we are having, and the second one here is the out degree. Out degree here represented as whether it is having any outlinks or not. So outlinks or not, how I am getting? Simply see here. If it is null, the vertex what we are specified here is being indicated as a null, then it chooses it as a vertex which doesn't have a out degree, that is a out links here. And coming to the next one, in degree. In degree of that one is, we need to traverse and we will get the values of that one. So what is the in degree of that one? We won't represent the in degree here, but if you want to get the lengths of that one also, we can easily get the access to that one. And coming to the another representation of your, this is the orthogonal representation of the values we are having. If you remember the values what we are having here, means in the previous example sparse matrix also we are using, but here we are using two different representations here. So which is using one for the column and one for the row. Okay. Other one is here is, first we need to specify the names of the nodes what we are having, and at the last we need to consider what are the links here, means to which it has to connect. We need to specify. And coming to the here, these are being taken as a mark. Whether it is a visited or not, we need to specify. This is the from and this is the to. This is the from and to. From 0 to 1. Okay, if there is a connection, what we do, we will specify as it is a connection is there. And then what you have to do, we need to take another point, another values over there or not, we need to do. As it is consist of another value, what happens to do, the right side of the pointer what we are taking will be pointed to the next value here, because one is having, this is the matrix representation, one is having two values here. Two values has to be indicated. The right pointer has to point to the next value here, to which it is connected from 1 to 2 here. If there are any such another elements are there, we need to represent that one. There are no any other elements here. What you have to do, we need to specify it as a null. That is a orthogonal representation of that one, which is equivalent to, that is a sparse notation what we are using. And coming to the next, that is this is a order of specification, means how we are using orthogonal representation of the this matter, this graph. We are having the 0, 1, 2, 3, and to which it is connected here is 3, 1, 2. If you see the remind, means the previous one, in an order I specified, ascending order, but here there is no order of specifying. You can use any link to be used. Means you may have got that why we need to specify that only. I can take the another link also to be chosen there. What it is, what it relies. So you can means include any list here. Means you can use the first list or the second or the third vertex list, or any list has to be considered. And coming to the weighted graph. So this is a directed and this is a undirected. And coming to the weighted graph. Weighted graph is also will there now. For the weighted graph, if it is a directed one, you will be getting this indication is that. If it is not a directed one, if it is a undirected one, you need to repeat the edges to that nodes or the vertices. We need to repeat that one. Okay. So here for simple representations, means if it is a graph is a connected graph or the not a connected graph, means a directed graph or an undirected graph, we need to represent by using the two parts only. The first part is the data part, which consists of the name of the vertex, which is connected to that one, and the pointer if there is a lies a next node. If not, what happens here? It's another one here is we are taking this one as a null here. Means if you see, the null has been specified as a x. So in this diagrammatical representation, see, A is the node which is having two outlinks for B and C. So there is no other link and we need to specify it as a null here. And go for the next one, B. B is having the outlink to C and also to the D. Coming to the C, we are having outlink to the D, and the D we are having outlink to the A and B. Okay. In an undirected graph, we need to represent it as a twice. A, which is connected to B and D. So we will represent. And in the B also, we need to represent A, and here and here also. At the D also, we need to represent A. And coming to the B, to which it connected. So here, it is connected to A, and it is connected to C, and it is connected to D. So A, C, D. So here also what we need to do, we need to represent B, B, and again B. Multiple times we need to represent the same edge. Just remember this thing, the same edge what we are crossing multiple times, twice has to be represented, has to be stored in this list format. And coming to the weighted graph, if we are having the weights to our edges, we need to indicate in that list also. So the first one is the data part, and the last one is the pointer. So what we have to do, we need to, before getting into that next one, we need to add a column which indicates, or a part which indicates the weight of that edge here. So A to B, there lies an edge. This edge has a value which is a 4. And here also we are having another edge from A, which is having a value 2. And there are no other edges here. Let's stop the processing here. And coming to the B, we are having only one edge, which is to the D. It is using the value, which is 7, and C having only one value, which is 5. Sorry, one edge, which is to B, and then the value is 5. And coming to D, it uses an edge to reach E with the value 3. And the E is having only one edge to the C and uses the value which is 1. So here, if the weighted graph also we need to represent in the list. So where we are representing this one here is we need to represent after the name of this node before getting into the next link pointer. Okay, so that is a one example we are having. And coming to the next one, adjacency multi-list. So see here, I just reminded a point here, which is this A link means which we are using undirected graphs, not the directed graphs. If we are considering the links of the A or the B, C, D, E, any other. So see here, how many links are there? We are having 6 links here. 6 links has been specified. Yes, now? So how many edges will be there? There will be 12 edges. So here we are reading the same edge here. Same edge as a multiple time. That is a twice here. And we are storing this value, that is the edge value, multiple times. So to overcome this one, what we are doing is we need to specify these list format in a edge, means which is a edge based one, which is not the vertex based one. Here, see in this one, if we are considering the values which are being taken as a primary one, or these are the names of the vertices which belongs to the appropriate or the respective graphs here. So these graph notations having the adjacency list which are vertex based. Okay, that is the one. So rather than providing them as a vertex based, we need to represent these graphs as a edge based. Edge based means once an edge has been accessed or recorded, means it has been stored into a means memory space, no need to access that one at the multiple times, no need to access that one. So how we are going to specify here? Means there lies an edge from A to B, and there also lies an edge from B to A. How I am going to specify here if I am not providing the information that this could be allowed to access that edge? If it is a vertex based one, then what I am getting? I am getting the information about the edges which are connected to the vertex here. Once one edge has been visited, no need to record that one. No need to record that one because it has already recorded, means it's already accessed that edge and we stored into that list. No need to record that one. Then how I am getting the information of that one? Means here the multi-list will allow you to take this two adjacency list formation. So here it is having the 5 parts in that head notation. The first one is a marked. Marked means if it is visited, we will specify it is a cross mark or a color or any simple representation there. And then next one is a from where it is been considered, that is a vertex 1 and then vertex 2. And what are the other parts of this vertex 1 and vertex 2? Means the links which have been connected to the vertex 1 other than the specified one. Means if I chose this one, this is the link from A to D. So from A to D means the vertex 1 will be A, vertex 2 will be D. Here I need to specify the other paths or the other links also. So here the other links are B, and we are having multiple here. So we can choose B or E. Okay. So first mark, next one is a edge which is having from vertex 1 to vertex 2, and the other links what we are having from this vertex 1 and vertex 2 has to specify there. Okay. So that is a head format indication, header format indication. Simply see this example. As I said, we are having the head format which is used for representation of the edges, which is a marked one. M stands for the marked one, vertex 1, vertex 2, and the links of these vertex 1 and vertex 2, the other links. How many nodes are there? We are having 7 such nodes, and the edges also 7 here. And since it is a edge based one, we will write it in a format. This list what we are having will connect to a edge. So first read the edge one. Edge one is E1. E1. Read this thing. Where lies a E1? We need to mark as it is marked like we need to mark the first one. It is a visited one. Okay. And then where lies this E1? This lies between 0 and 1. 0 and 1 has been specified. And what are the other links of this 0 and 1? To which it connected? It connected to E2. This one connected to E3. Edge 2 and edge 3. Okay. And coming to the next one. Next one here is the edge 2. Edge 2, write it as a mark. And where it lies, edge 2 here. It lies between 0 and 2. Okay. 0 and 2 I have to write. So what are the edges other than this one? We are having an edge is E1. E1. Yes, now? First we need to see whether it is a visited one or not. Since it is marked as a, since it is marked, what we will do, we won't consider it as a, we won't record this edge. And we need to specify it as a null here. Okay. And coming to the node 2, the other one here is the E4. E1, E4. E1 has been marked. E4 isn't marked now. That's why we write it as a second. There is a link for the vertex 2. And coming to the next one, edge 3. Mark it because we are reading that. Where it lies? It lies between 1 and 3. Okay. 1 and 3. So what are the other edges for this one? E1. Since it is marked, we won't use this edge. Simply specify it as a null and go for the next one. So here 3 has been specified. As I said, we can use anyone. So I am using the E4. E4 will we consider because it is not a marked one. Okay. And coming to the edge 4, mark this one. And coming to where it lies, 2 and 3. Write it as 2 and 3. What are the edges here remaining? 3 is having another edge. So 3 is having 3. Vertex 3 is having 3 edges here. E3 has been read. E4 is recording, that is marking. We are marking this one. And there lies another one, which is the E5. Try to store that one. And coming to the second node. Second node is having the E2, but it is been marked now. So we won't read that one. Null. And coming to the next one, edge 5. Edge 5. Mark this thing as it is marked. Where it lies? It lies between 3 and 4. See whether there are any edges are there which has been left as a unmarked. No other edges are there from 3. Since all are marked, we will write as a null. And then the other one here is the 4. 4 is having the multiple edges here. So you will go for the E6 because we can read this E7 there. If you choose the E4, E5 also, there is a possibility of reading the E4 or not. We need to see. Yes, there's a possibility means we can choose any edge. And coming to the E6 edge, mark it where it lies 4 and 5. What is the value of 4? That is another edge of 4 is 7. It if it's in since it is not it is a unmarked one, we can specify it as a link of the vertex one, and then other one here is there is no other outlink further from the 5, just null. Coming to the last one, edge 7, mark it. Edge 7, mark it. 4 to 6. There are no values been specified for this V6 and then V4. So there are no such edges left for processing. That's why what we are doing, we are taking it as a both as a null. So here null means it indicates there is no connection, not like that. It has been read. So see here, each and every edge has been considered or not, we need to study. So edge 2, if I want to take these values, means I want to connect to this 0 to 2, edge 1 is there or not means, yes, the edge 1 is there. Edge 1 is there between 0 to 1, and this edge 1 is also there in between 1 to 0. To and fro will be there. And coming to the another example here. First specify the adjacency multi-list. The multi-list what we are having is how I came to know the multi-list will be there means to which it is been connected will be specify the multi-list. So how many values means how many edges are there? There are 6 edges. 6 edges values will be taken as M1. Multi-list will be M1 ma. The connection will be specified as a N2 here. M4, M5, M6. Okay. So 0 is having the connection for 1, 2, 3. Means 1, 2, 3 list edges here. So we are specifying the vertex 0 is having the multi-list 1, multi-list 2 and multi-list 3. And vertex, this is an enhanced version. Previous version, we won't have the information about the accessing one. So in the multi-list, what we are having the data of this nodes, what we are getting. So here, see, node 1. Node 1 is connected to node 1, edge 1, edge 4, and then edge 5. So multi-list 1, multi-list 4, multi-list 5. Vertex 2 is connected to edge 2, edge 4. This is the edge 4 and this is the edge 6. So M2, M4, M6. And the last M3 is connected to M3. That is N3 means no, that is the value what we are using represents this edge N5, N6. M3, M5, N6. And the diagrammatical representation here is to which it connected. To which it connected, it has to be represented here. So here, mark. So we use this as a X mark for representation. V1, V2, link for V1 and the link for V2. So here 0. 0 we are using. The node what we are using is 0. Okay. From 0 to 1. So there lies the node here. Plot the nodes. Plot the values here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges. So the edge 1, N1, where it lies here 0, 1. And what are the other edges we are having here is, we are having 3 such edges, which is N2, N4, N5. And we are using N4 here, which is from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1, we need to specify. So this one what we are using will be used for 1 to 0. This one we can use for the 2 to 0. This one will be used for 3 to 0. Why? Because here, this one, see this one, this what I pointed here is these are the edges for which are between 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3. This will be edges from 1 to 0, 1 to 2 to 0, 3 to 0. That's why we mentioned here these are the edges we are using from 0 to 1, and it will be represented for 1 to 0, 2 to 0, 3 to 0. And this is the edge for 1 to 2. And we are also implementing this for 2 to 1 and 3 to 1 and 3 to 2, since it is for the 2 to 3. Here, what we are doing, we are using another edge here, which is for the link for the V1. So the link, another link one for the V1 here is a N2, and the another link for the V1, that is V2 here is the N4, N2 and N4. What is the N2 is indicating? N2 is indicating 0, 2, and then next the value here is N3, and then value here is N6 or N4 we need to write. Whether N4 is been specified here, there lies a edge or not, we need to consider. And then next N3, we are taking 3, and then next the next value here is there is no, we are, means the remaining or the red one, because N3 is having N6 and then N3 and 5. So since it is a for the 0, 3 to 0, 3 to 0, there is no value here. So the what we are doing, we are getting the value as a N5. And then next N4, 1, 2, N5, N6. Since it is a complete graph representation, it is having the different representation when you compare with the previous one. So it is not a complete graph, just a graph notation here. So here the representation will be some different when we compared with this complete graph. Why? Because it is having the all the values to be connected, means all the vertices to be connected with the one vertex what we are representing. We didn't represented any double values here. So we are using 6 edges to be only. What these edges are presenting will be specified. What is an edge? N5. What is the N5 here is? N5 is used for the N3, 1, 3, and then N6. What is the N6 here is? It is used for the 2, 3, likewise we are presenting. So that's about the graph representation. We used the adjacency matrix, adjacency list, and the enhanced version of this adjacency list is adjacency multi-list. Why we are providing here this enhancement here is in the undirected graphs only. When we are dealing with the undirected graphs only, we have in the problem that we need to read the edge twice here. To eradicate means to stop the such processing, what we are doing, we are not specifying the recorded edge. Recorded edge means once it has been marked, no need to read that edge or the access that edge twice here. And how I am getting the data of that one? So simply we can access the list there. Link has to be. Why we are providing the link means to access that list. Since it is a complete graph, it is been represented in a separate format when we are compared with the previous example. So that's about today's class. Thank you.